What do you feel right now? What are you feeling?
Good.
What's your hand feeling? What was it? What'd you feel? A foot? It might have been her booty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
You know, you can put your baby because I'm going to go pooping here. You go poop.
You have to go poop? Yeah, you can go poop. Hi, everyone. This is my 36 week pregnancy vlog. I wanted to wait until I was at the end of my 36th week to do this because it was the kid's birthday. So Wyatt's birthday was the 16th and Esmé's birthday was the 9th. And this baby is due at the end of August, beginning of September. So we'll see if baby comes in August, which would be hilarious, or September, which is my birth month. So either way, it'll be fun. I gotta say though, like now that I've gotten through the 2 birthdays and just trying to like give them their special thing, you know, before the baby comes, I'm ready. Last night when I was like cleaning up and chatting with Sonia, our doula and nanny, and Eric, and I was like, okay, now I'm really ready. Like I wanted the baby to stay in there until we got through this part. So now I'm like, okay, it's time. It'll be so interesting because, you know, my brain over the last 2 weeks has been going through a roller coaster ride of emotions, which I will say happens to me pretty much every time, where I get a bit, I'm not really like nervous about the birth, but I know that every birth is so different, right? So, and every baby comes different, and it's not necessarily true that third babies are, you know, faster than second babies or whatever. So, I mean, usually it's pretty true that like second babies come quicker because your body knows what to do, but third babies are kind of a wild card apparently. So I've been trying to read some of the anime stories and from Birth Stories. I think that's the one I've been in. Yeah, the Birth Stories book. I love Spiritual Midwifery too. It's amazing. I always end up giving my copy away to somebody that I adore, and then I end up having to reorder it. So I have it here somewhere. But anyway, so there's a bunch of amazing birth stories in Ina May's book, and it kind of guides you through, you know, this difference in positive birth experiences. There's some moments that maybe seem a little scary because they're trying to transfer, and you know, and for some people that would be a little scary, but or there's like, you know, some women share their stories of having hospital births that didn't go so great, and for me, I'm one of those people that I enjoy reading that and taking that information in and just knowing and being informed, but also there's so many positive stories, and just listening to women share what they go through is really encouraging to me, and it's amazing because every woman births differently. It feels different. There's like ecstatic births, orgasmic births. There's, you know, really long, drawn out births that feel heavy, that sometimes, you know, you have to like talk through some of the things that are going on for your body to dilate. And that's kind of where I'm at, is that I'm thinking, I was thinking about Esmé's birth. And with Esmé's, I did a lot of therapy with Dr. Alyssa Berlin before I had Esmé, because my dad died while I was pregnant with her. And it was a lot for me to go through while being pregnant. It was just such an interesting time in my life where I was losing my dad, which felt like I was losing some piece of my childhood and my innocence, and yet at the same time I was bringing in this young new life into the world. And I was imagining that their paths were going to cross somewhere out in the universe. And it was just, there was something there where I was a little worried that I was going to be afraid in birth or something, or not have processed enough of what happened with my dad, that I would get stuck or something, So I did a lot of work on my heart and my mind and my body during that time. And then really the last couple weeks, I just read a lot of spiritual midwifery, and I just really tried to channel some of the amazing stories that I heard in the book. And, there was a few women that just really like chose joy and visualized that and made that their mantra. And I was like, yeah, I want to try that. And it just had been filled with so much sadness for that year that it felt so good to choose joy and accept each rush and wave of labor with this like optimistic, fearless feeling, right? So I wanted to switch the narrative, right? There's like a lot of fear around birth, and we think of it as painful, so we put it into our brains that it's painful and scary, and really we're doing ourselves a disservice when we do that, because we're telling our bodies. Eric does this all the time with Esmé, where she starts crying when she gets hurt, and she gets so worked up, and he's like, you're telling your body that you're more hurt than you are, right? You're like seeing blood and thinking pain, and he's like, just take a couple of deep breaths and really like focus on what was hurt, and are you okay, and how do you feel? And so, it's interesting. For me, it's the same with being in labor. It's like, if things are going well and you don't have any sort of interventions happening, and you're just progressing in labor, then you can really focus on not pain but joy, and each rush is opening you more and making you dilate and bigger, and your body is amazing, and it's going through this process and this negotiation, as my dear friend Anna Paula calls it. She's an amazing doula and was my doula with my kids. So she talks about the negotiation that your body is having with baby, and your body is opening with the rushes, and so you want to invite them and accept them and ask your body, make them bigger, make them stronger. Yes, body, I'm so proud of my body and what it's doing. And so if you're somebody who wants to do a birth like that, you want to have that experience, if that's somewhere that you can put your brain. And by the way, I totally understand how for some people that's just not what they want, and that's okay. It's totally okay. For me, I really wanted that with Esmé, and I gotta say, it happened. It was just such a different kind of experience, and it's helpful to talk about it. It's even helping me right now. Like the past couple of weeks, I just with like everything that's going on in the world and how it's going to be different now at the hospital, and I won't be able to have my doula, and I won't be able to have my kids there, and things just seem a little scarier out there in the world. And I'm like, I'm going to be tested for some virus when I walk in. I'm going to have to labor in a mask, and so I want to delay getting there, but then am I going to have the baby in the car? So all these things have been rushing through my head, but at the same time, my instinct keeps going back to, I really want to enjoy this process. I want to feel these rushes and this labor, and I want to go through this experience of bringing this baby into the world, because I'm honored to do that. And also I want it to be an experience that feels beautiful in a time that has been kind of, I don't know, kind of crazy out there with this pandemic and everything. So I don't want any of the ups and downs, and it's kind of, similar to the time I was pregnant with Esmé, is that there was a lot of fear and stuff going on in my life, but right now there's been a lot of like uncertainty and fear and inducing stories and stuff like that I've been trying to block out, just to sort of focus on what my body's doing right now, which is growing this baby and doing everything that I can to protect her or him and keep baby safe, and keep myself safe and my family safe and healthy. So this is like one of my favorite things to talk about is labor and birth, and I know that every experience is different, so I know that this experience could go a million different ways, but I am excited about it, and no matter what the outcome is, that I get to hold this little bundle of love in my arms. And we're in this place right now where this morning the kids got up and they're running around and playing with their toys, and Eric and I went to bed and we were just talking, and I said, isn't it so crazy, like, we're days or weeks away from me laying here on my side like this with this baby moving around in my belly, to this baby laying right between us and cooing and making noises and, moving legs and arms and just being this cute little butterball of love. And he was like, it's absolutely insane. Like, just wrapping your head around the fact that right now, baby's all taken care of in here, being fed, being loved, being, warm and cozy. And then soon it's just going to be in between us in the bed. So lots of exciting things ahead. I didn't really talk about week 35 and 36, but I had my Group B strep test. I haven't gotten the results back yet. And then I go this week, and hopefully I get to see one more ultrasound, because I'm so curious if the baby's big or what's happening. And Esme's about to walk in, so I'm gonna go. But I'll be back in 2 weeks. Maybe I should start doing 1 week just in case baby decides to come sooner. Okay, that's it. I'm blocking Esme's space. And